Hey everyone, welcome back to my video where we're discussing everything alpacas today. If you're not already a member, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. So in this week's segment, we'll be talking about alpacas, everything alpacas, alpacas 101. Firstly, let's begin with some background information about alpacas. Adorable, soft and friendly, alpacas are prized pets and cattle around the world. There are no wild alpacas in today's day and age. Alpacas are a domesticated version of the vicuna, South American ruminants that live high in the Andes. There are two breeds of alpacas, the Hakuya and the Suri. However, the Hakuya alpacas are far more common. The main difference between the two breeds is the length and fineness of the wool-like fibre. The Suris have very long fibres which almost look like dreadlocks, and the Hakuyas have a more compact, crimply fleece with shorter fibres. The lifespan of an alpaca is 15 to 20 years, with some living to 25 years of age, and a mature alpaca weighs between 60 to 100 kilos and 85 to 95 centimeters tall. Alpacas are herbivores, meaning they eat vegetation. They eat mostly grass, but their diets can also include leaves, wood, bark, or stems. Here is a visual of the difference between the Hakuya and the Suri. So you can see the Suri have long dread-like fibres, where the Hakuya are more compact and in one condition is the fleece. So now let's discuss alpacas and domestication. So the main reason why alpacas were domesticated was not because of their meat, but rather for their fibre and their fur. Alpacas are a domesticated member of the cameloid family. The cameloid family includes llamas, guacanos, vicuna from South America. It is believed about 6,000 years ago, alpacas were created through selective breeding, which was heavily influenced by the vicuna. The vicuna and alpacas are similar in size, fibre, and teeth structure between the alpaca and the wild vicuna. Alpacas are too small to be used as pack animals, like I said, instead are used exclusively for their fibre. Alpaca fur is very prized fibre for artists and crafters. Alpaca fur is very soft and does not retain water. It is also very durable, and according to National Geographic, alpaca fur is the second strongest animal fibre after the mohair. The alpaca fleece is remarkably lightweight, strong, lustrous, high in insulation value, and resistant to rain and snow. It is used in sleeping bags and fine coat linings. Alpacas are also very adaptable species, making the domestication process easier. According to a Peruvian study that shows alpacas are highly adaptable grazers that will eat grass when it is available, but will also adapt to sedages during dry periods of low grass availability. They will eat approximately 2% of their body weight in feed per day and prefer shorter pastures. They are very effective at extracting nutrients, protein and energy from the available feed. Alpacas are the most limited in range and most specialized out of the four cameloids, being adapted to marshy ground and altitudes from 4,000 to 4,800 meters. In adaptation to reduced oxygen content of the air, their red blood cells corpus are exceptionally numerous. Today, there are about 3.5 million alpacas in the Andean highlands, most of which can be found in Peru. Since the major first importation into the US in 1984, the North American herd has increased from a few alpacas in zoos and privileged collections to now about 20,000. So now we'll be discussing how alpacas are treated in other countries and why they are treated differently in different countries compared to, say, ours here. In Western societies, alpacas are perceived as cute and cuddly furry animals that are sometimes we see on farms and shows. However, for the indigenous people of South America, alpacas are vital for survival. The indigenous communities living up high in the Andes mountains are some of the most poorest and vulnerable people in Peru. These unprivileged Peruvian communities rely on alpacas for many of the daily necessities, including transportation to markets, wool for warmth, milk and cheese for nutrition, and manure for fuel. Losing thousands of alpacas in the Andes due to harsh climate changes have devastated the Peruvian people, and this they're starting to feel the influence of the alpacas dying and how it's influencing their daily lifestyle. The weather has been so terrible in some parts of the Andes, killing tens and thousands of alpacas, that the government has declared a state of emergency. An online blog by the Borgen Project, broadcasting the importance of alpacas and the Indigenous peoples' relationship, published a direct quote from a group of Indigenous people in the Andes saying, "If alpacas die, that they will die." So in Peru, the human-animal relationship between alpacas and the Peruvian Indigenous people is very effective. In a sense, it's a mutually beneficial relationship. The alpacas are being fed by the Indigenous people. They get shelter. They get their fleece cut once a year as well. So they're getting all the basic necessities they need to thrive in the environment. And in my previous section, I listed all the benefits of the Peruvian people having these alpacas for transportation, nutrition, and using their manure for fuel. So that's how this relationship is very sustainable in Peru. So that's all the time we have for this week's video. I hope you learned something new about alpacas, and we'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye.